Hello friends, I welcome you to Educational Stuff YouTube channel. I am Prashant. Today we'll be discussing on the Hindu editorial page analysis. There are 4 articles. 2 articles focuses on the agriculture sector and another one focuses on the migrant workers, how they should be given job, and another article which focuses on the aeroplane crash in Pakistan. This picture which says that there is a serious discussion going on regarding India and China border conflict. This is showing and signifying that our country leaders are seated together and having a serious discussion regarding India-China border conflict. Before we get into today's analysis, let's see the new words. Languish. Languish means to be forced to remain in an unpleasant place or a situation. In a sentence usage, he has been languishing in jail since 1974. In a sentence usage, we can say that like this. Palliative. Intended to alleviate a problem without addressing the underlying cause. In a sentence usage, short-term palliative measures have been taken. Avert. Avert means to turn away one's eyes or thoughts, to turn away from that position. In a sentence usage, she averted her eyes while we made conversations. Abominable. Abominable means causing moral revulsion. In a sentence usage, the uprising was suppressed with abominable cruelty. Peril. Peril means serious or immediate danger. In a sentence usage, you could well place up both in peril. Sully means to spoil. His reputation, he said, he has been unfairly sullied by half-truths. Fret over means to feel anxious or concerned about something. The doctor won't have my test results for a few days and I am trying to fret over about it. Be out of wounds means to be no longer in a danger or difficulty situation. The project has been given funding for another year but it's not out of the woods yet. Reiterate. Reiterate means to say something again and again several times. The government has reiterated its refusal to compromise with terrorists. Mooted. Mooted means to suggest something of a discussion. His name was mooted as a possible successor. Flout. Flout means to intentionally not obey a rule or a law. Many motorcyclists flout the law by not wearing helmets. Pittance means very small amount of money, especially money received as a payment. He works hard but his paid is a pittance. Expedite. Expedite means to make something unhappy more quickly. Something needs to be done to expedite the process. This is the first article which focuses on the agriculture sector, how the things are going on. The Rajiv Gandhi Kisan Nyay Yojana launched by Chhattisgarh last week aims to supplement the income of state's 18 lakh rice, maize and sugarcane farmers by 10,000 rupees to 13,000 rupees per acre through direct cash transfers. Besides, the Center PM Kisan scheme that provides 6,000 to farm families owing less than 5 acres of land, Telangana, Odisha and Andhra Pradesh have similar cash transfer programs for farmers. The balancing interests of the consumer and a farmer, India has extensive minimum support price regime which works in a combination with PDS. PDS means public distribution system. As you can see from the figure, PDS, how the things will go, public distribution system. From the farmer, after the crop harvest, it will go to FCI, that is central government. From FCI, it will come to state government. From state government to fair price shops. From shops to beneficiaries. This is a public distribution system. But the efficiency of neither MSP, that is minimum support price, procurements, or nor the PDS, that is public distribution system, is uniform across the country. The center says it fixes MSPs at 1.5 times the cost of production for farmers, but this calculation is not free of controversy. Last year, several states including Chhattisgarh and BJP-ruled UP, Haryana questioned the centers about MSP calculations. Though food is universal necessity, those who produce it languish at the bottom of economic pyramid. These income support schemes target landowners and bypass tenants and laborers. The food supply chain crisis in the US is instructive. Considered supremely efficient, it ended up with wasted produce and unmet demand as a pandemic erupted. India's agriculture management must take into account such fresh learning from pandemic and vulnerabilities arising out of supply chain dependent food security. This is regarding the public distribution system and minimum support price which should be given even in this pandemic situation. The next article, which focuses upon the hardship by the migrant workers, is alarming as many didn't have enough food and sufficient income. During this lockdown, as many were too anxious to sleep tonight. A sight of relief from PDS public distribution system as it doubled its food ration for 3 months, and there is every reason to extend it beyond June. But there is an unprecedented demand, that is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act (NREGA), where most people will prefer to do some work and earn little than to sit idle with empty pockets. Every household finds difficult to submit application without assistance, as many men and women from almost every household in the village flock to the spot with their job cards to fill it when there is assistantship provided. The sad truth is that except in the areas where the rural workers are relatively empowered, work applications are not generally initiated by workers themselves. Instead, they are initiated on behalf of the others, that is, landowners, middlemen, and government officials who are under pressure to meet the targets. In the old days, workers were allowed to turn up at the work site and enroll on the spot, but now it has become an obligation. No one can be employed unless his name is registered in e-muster rolls. The main thing is to provide work aplenty and pay wages at speed. This is a matter of life and death. That's why there is a need of million work sites now. This is regarding the catastrophic end of PK8303, that is Pakistan International Airline flight from Lahore to Karachi, which was carrying 91 passengers and 8 crew members, was operated using Airbus A320-214 as an aircraft type that is one of the aviation's reliable and modern workhorses. This tragedy in Pakistan has also spotlighted another long-standing safety concern. The crippled jet's ferry end while on approach in a densely populated neighborhood lining the airport highlights the danger of buildings and obstacles affecting airline operations and safety. In India, the authorities have often glossed over High Court's orders to demolish structures around aerodromes that violate stringent guidelines laid down by the International Civil Aviation Organization. In the interest of aviation safety, airline crew do deserve a comfort margin, and in the extreme event, every chance at pulling off a solly, as the world wished a PIA crew to have done. Regarding the safety measures the airline should take before they prevent any danger. This is the last article, which focuses upon the announcement of reforms in the agriculture market by Finance Minister are no more than reiterations of early procurements. There are 3 reforms of agriculture marketing: Agriculture Produce Market Committee, that is APMC Act, Essential Commodities Act, Contract Farming. APMC Act is that it creates barriers to the entry and exit of traders and makes the sale and purchase of agricultural produce compulsory for the farmers as well as traders. As many as 17 state governments have amended the APMC Act to make it more liberal. Some states deregulated fruits and vegetable trade, allowed private markets, introduced a unified trading license, and have introduced a single point levy of market fee. Despite these reforms, APMC mandis continue to be vilified for all the ills plaguing marketing infrastructure and the low price received by the farmers for their produce. There is a decline in demand. For much a period during the last 2 years, terms of trade have been moved against the agricultural commodity price inflation. As against this announcement of these reforms without a draft and without proper consultation with states and other stakeholders is nothing but a smokescreen to deflect attention from the core issue of the fiscal support farmers' income. The reform in the agriculture marketing is no more than the reiteration of earlier procurements. This is hardly like a 1991 movement for agriculture. And that's the end of today's editorial discussion. And thanks for joining me. Please do subscribe, share, and goodbye.